So it's a phenomenal concept. So I'm still learning. I'm still challenging stuff to figure out how to go get better. But the number one problem is that most people don't understand what they have a hold of. Is that most people act like they and that's the energy that they put into it. It's like they put up $124. Now, if you look up a Subway, and I don't know quite what it costs. I think it's about between $2.50 and half a minute. A Subway to make sliced paper thin lunch meat and on some cheap bread. Right, just bread. Bread don't cost a lot. But the paper, the sandwich, the meat's that dang thin. Right? So if you put up, let's just say the low side, $250,000 on a Subway. Jeff, how much energy would you put into that Subway to make sure that it became viable? Huh? Everything you had. You got early morning, late night, slice the meat, clean the floor, wash the toilet, whatever it took. And the average Subway guy makes $60,000 a year per Subway. Okay? But obviously, people buy them because they're looking for an income stream. They're looking for a way to become an entrepreneur, a business owner. But they're up early morning, late at night. Because why, Jeff? Why? Why, Jeff?
Because we got everything in.
Because they put up $250,000. See, people only put $124. That's how they act. Now, we're in the camp with intelligent people, right? We all have at least average intelligence. And McDonald's costs $2 million. No, you know that, right? They cost $2 million. $2 million. The average owner of a McDonald's makes $150,000 per year per store. Did you know that? Yeah, that's what they make. Average owner of a McDonald's makes $150,000 per year per store. But they had to put up $2 million. Why? Because McDonald's is a proven system. Jeff, do you think we should use paper napkins or hybrid napkins? They don't ask you nothing because you bought into their system and you paid $2 million for the right to hang the shingle that says McDonald's. And you knew going in, they said, look, the average one that's a successful franchise makes $150,000 per year per store. You knew that going in. That's what they sold you on. That's what a franchise is. How much energy would all of you put in to making sure your McDonald's was successful? I mean, honestly, how many in the beginning to get it up and going? How many days a week would you be at the place? Really? Would you make sure they open up at what, 6? Would you make sure they were open? I mean, honestly, would you make sure the drive-thru was clean and the trash cans and bin? I mean, would you do that?
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that? Because you put up $2 million. The problem with most people that do Primerica is you only put up 124, and most of you act like it.
Now that's a fact.
They're right, it's a fact. But I put up $150. That's what it cost me to join the company. But I act like I put up $2 million, because to me it was $2 million because that was all I had, Bishop.
Right.
I couldn't pay the $150 at one time. Barbara, right? Brenda, I apologize. I couldn't pay it. If I wrote a check, it would have bounced. I paid my money in pieces. I swear to you, give me a Bible, I'll tell you. I paid 50, 50, and 50. Because I couldn't write a check for 150 because I was broke. So to me, it was $2 million.
Yeah.
Because it was all I had.
Yeah.
See, I had to rob Peter to pay Paul to make that work because I always ran out of money. But the average one makes 150 grand. So my question to you is, in the McDonald's model, the average RVP makes 100. I mean, primarily average RVP makes 110, and you put up 124. The average McDonald's making 150, but they had to put up $2 million. Which business model is probably the better model?
Primerica.
I'm just asking. I ain't picking up this being honest. Okay, now let me give you the beauty of Primerica. The beauty of Primerica is not the 110,000 that you make. The beauty of Primerica is the RVPs that you override. Now, when a McDonald's owner wants to expand, because he don't want to make, or she doesn't want to make 150 grand or more, he wants to grow his income or her income. What must a McDonald's owner do? Can he give birth to another McDonald's out of his McDonald's?
Pay another $2 million.
No, he got to what?
Pay another $2 million.
He got to put up another $2 million, and now he or she taking income up to what? 300,000. To grow your income here, all you got to do is produce an RVP. And guess what, Jeff? Every 100,000 they make, the company pays you 50. What does it cost you to produce another RVP?
Sweat
Nothing.
Nothing.
I give you some sweat equity. It's just a sweat equity, but you sweated at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you had to clean the grease trough and cook the fries and deal with clients. My French fries were cold. McDonald's got charged back too. When people bring food back, that's a damn gonna charge back to the owner.
Yes, sir.
Every business has got challenges. Otherwise, you couldn't have it. So when you produce, let's turn the radio down a little bit. So when you produce another RVP, you get paid 50% of whatever they make. On second generations, you get paid 25%. So lady ready to hit her $50,000, the company paid me $25,000. Ask me how much money I had to spend to buy Elaine to go to RVP. Nothing. How much sweat equity did I have to spend? None. Who dealt with her when she had her first chargeback? He did. Who helped her through her best guy quitting? He did. There's not a better business model in the world than what we have. But the problem again is that most people act like they only put up $124.
Wow.
And you didn't act like you put up $2 million. This thing pays us, and I'm not telling you from a boastful perspective, just a straight factual perspective. On a bad month, where my income is down and I become concerned, I get $100,000 on a bad month. On a bad month. But see, I put up 150, but to me it was $2 million. It was everything I had. So I had to make it work. It just, I watch you guys, and y'all don't play it that way. Most of you guys try to play it safe. You want to be with the good guys. Primarily, you want to be the bad guys. You go to the damn job. You'll try to serve two masters. The first step to greatness begins with total commitment. I don't care what it is. But you got to do it when you believe that you should go do it. I just know that the energy that you put into us, this is the real deal. But you need your security. You can make a lot of money security. You make a lot of money selling life insurance. You make a lot of money selling everything. I mean, dadgum. The guy that invented blow pops made a fortune. That little candy bar, right? I mean, Snickers, what they do with candy, they're rich. Hershey's candy. So you can make a lot of money at a lot of stuff. But for us, when all you're bringing to the table is sweat equity, you should act like you put up $1 million. And that's what I did. That's the difference between me and most people. Is that's the kind of energy that we put into this. But You know, it's just an incredible deal. I was with Siobhan today, my daughter. She got to have something. She, one of her legs is a little bit low on the other, and caused a problem with her knees and something with her back, and so we have a procedure done with stem cells and that kind of stuff. And so I said, well, you know, baby, does your health insurance cover? She said, no, it don't cover it. I said, well, don't worry about it, baby. She said, you got a health insurance daddy.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I said, we work hard and do what we do, so we have options. I said, no, you have nothing to worry about, baby. Your health insurance is covered. Because they don't cover it. I said, I don't worry about it, baby. She will pay for it. I said, I'll spend my last dime to keep you guys healthy. And so, but I got the ability to go create income because I got a mouth, I got a license, and I have an iPad. So I'm not, you know, worried about making money. They always got money. And you always got money changing hands. You just got to make sure that you're involved in the transaction. Because that's the exchange of money. That's why it's called currency. It means it needs to constantly flow. Current. No, I'm not picking. I'm being real with y'all. So you just need to make sure you're involved in the transaction and build distribution. So what kind of things you guys want to talk about today?
Build distribution.
Yeah, build distribution. Yeah, what a wonderful concept. All you had to pay is $124. And the company will let you override as many people as you're willing to build, either direct or indirect, Bishop, as many as you want. They never told us, Mac, to stop recruiting. Yep. They never told us, now you guys got enough agents, we're not paying no more. They've never done that, Donnell. They've never done that. We can override an unlimited number of people. What a phenomenal concept. Yeah, I know I put up $1 million. That's why I get up early and go to bed late. Because I put up $1 million. It's my last. We're so pretty today. Another thing, the challenge that faces people is folks want everything instant. You know, we want everything instant, just like popcorn. You ever take your kids and make some old school popcorn? They look at you like you're crazy. What is that? Ooh, this tastes good. Because they think popcorn comes out of a bag. Because we want everything instant. And Primerica is not an instant business. You know, you got to go through licensing process, and even then, the process of building this organization is like chasing cats. It is like chasing cats. Do you know how many people, Mac, you, Donnell, you know how many people we've talked to about this business? You know how many people we've talked to, and like chasing cats. But enough of them stayed around that it pays $125,000 average a month. I don't remember the cats that ran away. I only keep up with the cats that stayed. That's right. But it's like chasing cats. I don't know who's going to get it. I just tell everybody the same story. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't rub it and tell you, oh, he's going to be a stud. I don't know. I just tell everybody the same. But for every piece of business that somebody does, I'm thankful. Somebody does one transaction a month, one a year. Hey, thank you very much. But that's one less that I had to do to buy a tank of gas. Everything I own is overrides. This Bluetooth I bought the other day came from overrides. Everything. I'm going to tell you men something. Can I give you men something?
Yep.
You need to go to and buy their underwear.
Who?
They got the best damn underwear in the world.
That's what they say.
I have heard. I heard commercial, but they built a brick and mortar building by us. So we went down there one day. Rico said, "Let's go to Duluth." So we went to Duluth, bought some. You know, I ain't never paid $25 for a pair of drawers, right? I mean, that's like 2 packs of 4 from Walmart. You know? Right, I used to do Fruit Loom, all that kind of thing. So we bought them, and I bought Chad some. He said, "Dad, these are incredible." So we went back back to the store. So we replaced all of our drawers.
That's a new incentive package.
I've been wanting to give them out as a gift because they're incredible. They got these one called Arctic something or something.
Okay.
And they just keep everything so cool.
Okay.
It's amazing how it works. And no sweat, it's just incredible. So anyway, go make a lot of money so you can pay $25 for a pair of drawers. That's the moral of it.
Make some money.
But it's pretty incredible. I never knew. Now they got something for y'all too.
They got something for us too.
Yeah, they got women's stuff.
That was just for free.
Just threw that in for
Just the lessons. You got money, you can buy what you want to buy.
absolutely.
That's all it is.
The advantages
The advantages of money.
provide.
That's right.
Okay, what does it do?
I can't have no more chillings.
Okay, just take it in and have them service it.
I shit my bed and getting back.
Okay.
No, I'm good, man.
They can. Hey, them young people. We passing up a time.
Okay. Get over there on Monday or something.
Look at his face.
Roger's like, oh no.
He says, closed. Hey.
Close for
Need a
business.
girl.
Huh?
We always, hey, gotta have that girl. He just told her. Gotta have that girl.
So,
She said it's gonna be.
what kind of stuff y'all want to talk about? I mean, I'll talk to you about whatever I know. But this is. I mean, you're the newest person here that I know of. This thing is real. I mean, straight up, it's absolutely the real deal. This is what I've done now for 37 years. 81. 37 years November, whatever it is, coming up 10th. With the Marine Corps birthday. This is all I've done. I've been full-time after 30 days. The least income I've ever made was $2,200 ever since I've been here in a month. That's the least I've ever made. But see, I don't mind getting up. I know what work is. I get up and work.
Yeah.
And you folks that's got a job, the reason they pay you a check, you do work. You do what their job description says. If you don't do it, they send you home. And just the people, and they get busy, but they don't become productive. Prime America pays nothing for busy. We only pay for production, for people to be productive. So you learn what is work here, and then you do it on a daily basis. And work is very simple. It's prospecting, it's setting appointments, and learn how to tie them down. It's giving a winning presentation. That means the client moved from the red to the blue corner and wrote a check. It's gathering clients and getting recruits started, trained, licensed, and developed, become productive field trainers. And you just keep repeating that process and believing in people, even though the vast majority. You know why is that? I don't know. I don't know why that is. Tell me why. How many people go to University of Houston? How many quit the first semester? I don't know, but they do. They know what the ratio is. The school knows the ratio. They know how many are going to quit the second semester. They know the ratio, right? You've seen pastors, people want to be pastors, go to seminaries. Some quit the first semester. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
And then some second, it nails it down. Why is it? I don't know. I don't know. It's just what it is. That ultimately, it's worth it. It's just hard to explain to you what it's like to be free every day and to get up and do what you want to do on a daily basis. It is difficult to explain that concept. You know, we just bought Chevy a new Tesla. She got a new Tesla. Yeah, we bought her a Tesla. Well, I know I was going to have to buy something because we got Chad the R8. So she got a Tesla. So I had to put a charging station at the office for her. Well,
Yeah, that's amazing.
it is. It's called options. Yeah, and I got options. And so I like options. Some people say, Charles this, Charles that. I said, well, whatever. Your money, your life. You do what you want to do with yours. I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. work, so I have options. So what y'all want to talk about? My Houston family.
I tell you what, you're holding a good conversation now.
How many RVPs y'all ride right now?
We have 82, I think it's 82, 84 out checkers.
In 38 states, right?
Yeah, 38 states and 3,000. Chatham, we went to 3,036 agents.
So when it comes to promoting RVP,
Yeah.
right before they go out, what do you look for?
I mean, I'm looking for one, they've proven that they know how to make money. They need to have at least 3 leaders, people that know the business and are doing the business. We call them impact player. I have a special report run called my pregnancy report. Okay? Because it first tells me who's healthy to have a child. And then it tells me who they're pregnant with. So in order to have a child, first you need to be healthy enough, then you need to become pregnant. So it's a report that I built, and it looks at people that do 3, 5, 2. So if you do a minimum of 3 recruits and you do 5,000, you get at least 2 of them licensed, I know that you are now becoming healthy enough to give birth. So it means you learn how to recruit people, you learn how to extract that and turn your premium, and you learn how to get people licensed, because that's what you need in order to make it. So I have a report that tells me that. It's a science. And I know who's getting ready to come out, and I know whose base shop they're coming out of. And you haven't been on that report.
I'm getting on it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm getting on it.
Appreciate that. But and that's what you got to do. So when you start doing that, then I know. So I'm looking for an RVP that's got somebody's coming out that's got 2 or 3 of those people. Then I know you're healthy enough to go. You've learned how to do this. You see, this business is similar to the show Naked and Afraid. Have you ever seen that show? Okay, I know you're a church guy. Okay.
Well, I haven't watched it, but I heard of it. I heard of it.
You never watched it?
No.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's an incredible show. No, there's value in it. And look, how old are you?
27.
You ain't never seen a naked woman? And you've seen a
Well,
naked
I really
man?
don't watch TV, that's why.
Well, you need to watch it. There's stuff to learn.
Okay.
Look, ain't nothing new, man. Every woman got the same equipment package. Every man got the same equipment package. It's just what it is, okay? So quit tripping. But there's a message in the show. See, the way the show works, and it really is, this is really a great show. The way the show works, they take a guy from wherever, somewhere in the country, and they take a girl from somewhere else in the country, and they don't know each other. And they take them to some crazy place like Guatemala in the rainforest somewhere, just out in the desert or something. And they got to live 21 days.
Well, they skin you of all your clothes.
No, they don't skin you. No, they don't. No, they don't skin you. You voluntarily take them off. Ain't nobody took nothing off nobody. So they land wherever they go, and they both get undressed, and then they can pick a couple things, a knife, or they get a couple little tools, and then they go meet in some field together for the first time, naked. Hi, Bob. Hi, Mary. How are you? Hug? No, not yet. Anyway, so some of them hug, some of them don't. That's not the point. And then the objective is they've got to figure out how to survive for 21 days, and they won the quest. And so they're in nature all by themselves. Now there's 4 things they got to figure out in order to first survive. Do you know what they are?
Eat.
They got to get food, but the food has to include no. Food, and it must include protein. If your body doesn't get protein, you got a problem. So food including protein. What else?
Shelter.
Oh, you gave me one. What's else?
Water and shelter.
Okay, let's go with which one you want, water or shelter? Shelter. Got to figure out how to get shelter, protect themselves from the elements. What's another one? Water, but the water's got to be clean. So you got to, if you drink this up water with disease, you're gonna get diarrhea, dehydrated, and sick as crazy. Parasites. So you got to figure out how to. For that clean, they got to figure out how. Okay, and what else? What? They need fire?
Keep themselves warm.
That's right, to keep themselves warm, but also to keep them when they sleep at night, because they are nothing but prey to the other animals. So you gotta have fire to keep the animal out. And some of the food they have, you need to cook it in order for it to work for us. So, shelter, food, including protein, clean water, and fire. Those are 4 basic things that they better get figured out. If they don't, they won't make it. You don't need 3, you got to have all 4. In America, it's prospecting. It's setting appointments. It's giving a winning presentation. It's gathering clients. Those are 4 basic things that you need in order to survive. But what must they do in order to thrive?
Work together.
No, obviously, I got to do that. What do I got to do in order to thrive?
Gotta get it in abundance.
They can get the food, but in order to thrive.
They have to have it in abundance.
Look, there's no 21 days. You stuck there now, dude.
Yeah. But you gotta have it in abundance.
No. You stuck there. That man and woman got to figure out how to make babies. Because if they stuck there, there ain't no 21 days now. You stuck there permanently. So in order to you figure out how to survive, but in order to thrive, you must now create a population. The earth started with Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And through that it came the rest. Am I with you?
Yeah.
So in order for the machine to move, for it to thrive, they must learn how to make babies. In your business, in order for your business to thrive, you must learn to recruit, train, license, and develop leaders. Because if you don't do that, your business will not thrive. If you do the first 4, you can survive. So that's how I see America.
Makes sense.
I'll take a drink on
All
it.
right.
Makes sense.
It is. It's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. Go ahead.
It is the truth. They got to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Because if you nobody can build a world by themselves.
Right.
You got to have people coming together to go do something great. And so we need to decide that in the city of Houston that we're going to thrive because all of y'all figure out how to survive. Now we need to go and thrive, go build an organization, go dwarf what we've built. Because if we built it, you can too. I ain't nothing but a man. I was born no different than you. Naked little boy. Naked little guy. That's it. Other than that, we got access to the same information. Again, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to act on it? So what are the good things y'all want to talk about?
Security.
I talk about that all day.
We missed it this morning today.
I know. I heard it.
If you had to do it over again,
Okay, it's a great question. What's the question? What would I change, or first would I do it?
let me rephrase
The
it.
first question you might ask you, if I had to do it over again, 2-part question, Charles. If you had to do it over again, would you do it again? Would you do this business? Knowing all the pain and frustration and headache and heartaches that you've done, and people that get upset with you and don't understand you, or you don't come in alliance together, would you do it again? That's the question. Is that the question?
No, let me rephrase it.
Okay, go ahead.
Knowing what you know now,
Yes, sir.
if you started over,
Yes.
submit a job yet, what would you change about what you did? Like, what mistakes did you learn from?
Well, I've learned from a lot of mistakes, but I'm sharing with you. The first question would be, would you do it again?
Okay, would you do it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do it again. Absolutely, I'd do it again. Despite all the challenges and heartaches, yes, I would do it again. What would I do different? Second part. I would have focused on building distribution as opposed to being the top distributor in the beginning. And see, and those 2 years I didn't understand that concept. because I was out, I was making $8,000 a year in the Marine Corps, okay? And at that time, Roger, minimum wage was like not $25. Minimum wage like $3.50.
Yeah.
That's what minimum wage was, about $3.50. And so I could go out and go see a family, right? Let's say I came back and saw you guys, okay? And sat down with you guys and put together a plan and came out of the house and I made $250 an hour. Now, Barbara, right? Brenda, Brenda. But $250 in 1981 for an hour of work.
That's 2 weeks pay.
So that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. Better go find me somebody else and make another sale. So that was like getting hooked on crack, because you wanted to go back and do it because it gave you immediate gratification. You made $250 an hour. Minimum wage was $3.50. So I was out chasing sales. I didn't understand business ownership, and I didn't understand overrides. I didn't understand distribution. I didn't understand any of that. Am I making sense? Yes, no?
Yes.
So I did that. And I eventually learned that $25 is better than $250. That overriding 1,000 people, J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men as better than 100% of the effort of self. Because see, if you got 100 men, you've doubled yourself at 1%. You have 2 choices to expand. Go take a motivational course and motivate them to become 2%, or go hire another 100. Either way it goes, you doubled your compensation without doubling your effort. And the reason that happened is that we have all been trained and conditioned to believe that you have to go to work to make money. You have to go to work to make money. You have to go touch finger. You got to go touch it. This is how you make money. Business owners don't touch, but they make money because they didn't teach us that, Jeff. They taught us to work. So we didn't understand this override or this leverage compensation plan. So we all bought into the wrong thing. The school system programmed us to be employees, and programs you to be employees. Okay, so we didn't understand this override. So that's a new language. And so we started to learn the language of learning the skill, teaching it to someone else, and as they do it successfully, you make a percentage. And that is phenomenal. That simple concept that you guys get from Primerica, which are $124, because the company keeps up with it. They don't send the checks to Ronnie Bowen out how much I'm supposed to get, how much Mac's supposed to get. It's all done through the system. It just the magnitude of the benefit of the corporation is huge. And so that concept of overrides is the most phenomenal concept. Well, and I would have started on that in the beginning. What I know now, I was starved for 10 years, but I'd worked for 10 years to eventually build a business that I could override. I was starved for 10 years. What I'm saying about this now, I starved for 10 years, man, to be able to get to the point where I'm making $100,000, $200,000 a year for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'll do that. But people say, man, that's a heck of a sacrifice. How long do doctors starve before they make money? 12 years. Okay? Huh?
Well, 12 years of school, and then they don't always make money.
That's right. But in the back end, they eventually make a lot of money.
That's right.
So don't think you're going to come here in 2 weeks and be rich. And when doctors take 12 years before they go, they start making any real money. But they know that. They know there's a pot of gold at the end. So most guys, I find, do not work at it. See, a doctor can't just go to the school and enroll and don't go to class. The doctor's got to go work. The doctor's got to do the lab. The doctor's got to work on the cadavers. So you can't just join Primerica and come to the meeting and say, well, I've done my 10 years, Mac. Where's my 100 grand a year? But you didn't work them 10 years. You just came to the meeting. So you can't be a groupie and claim success. You have to be an active participant. Is this making sense? You got to be an active participant.
Yes, sir.
Now, we don't put out the groupies. We love them too. But we ain't waiting on you. So you need to be an active participant. Okay? What else y'all want to talk about? Almost liquid heaven. Yes, I do sneak liquor in the theater sometimes. I know. They don't serve it, so. I don't do it, but the ones they do, I'll take some if I want some. If I don't want it, I don't take it. But I have a theater at home, so sometimes I'll do that. And I like to sneak it in mine. Yeah. So one of the good things y'all want to chat about. Let me tell you this though. Primerica is a hybrid of all the business models. You know, we have the corporation, which is structure that we have is very important. Have any of you guys ever done a policy change or a PAC for somebody?
Yeah.
If you just did a PAC form, do you know how many lawyers had to read that form and vet it, make sure it's compliant? Then you have to take that form and register it in every state and make what adjustments the state says. Can you imagine just what it costs to get one little one-page form approved? I mean, we think about it, we take it for granted, but we don't have to pay them lawyers. I mean, because if you don't do that and some apps and again, the lapse, so we didn't pay the claim, they come back and sue you, and if had something wrong in that form, you paying that claim. See, we get to take all that stuff for granted. Okay, so the corporate structure is critical in building a successful business. We're traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Critical credibility beyond the wildest dream. I talked about when pay comes, they don't send Ronnie's my upline, he's director of the company. They don't send one thing to Ronnie and he sit with a calculator and CPA and send us what he thinks we should get. Everybody gets their own check according to their own code number. Imagine just the accounting of keeping up with the change. And when your client makes a change or a chargeback, the adjustments are made. We don't pay for any of that. Y'all understand how good that is? We don't have to vet the companies and create the contracts with the companies that we do business with. So the corporate structure is critical in the success of our business. The second thing is franchising. And I talked a little bit about franchising, but we're a 42-year-old company. We have a model to show people that we're a viable business model if you follow the track. 110 grand per year, average RVP. It's pretty good last time I checked. So that's a model you can sell. The third is multi-level. Multi-level, the benefits of multi-level is that we can recruit, train, and develop other people. Multi-level lets regular people enter into business, Jeff, for very little money. Typically $1,000 or less. You can join some kind of multi-level business, get your box, and you're in business. And you can get your kid or whatever it is, and you're in business for $1,000. But to be able to go in business for $1,000 or less, last time I checked, is pretty good. Okay? So, and then multi-level lets you leverage. You can make money on the effort of other people, which that is not available in the first two models. The fourth model is pure entrepreneurship. It's the spirit of being able to be an independent contractor, the spirit of saying, man, I'm willing to work harder than him. So you can, in here, if you work harder than the guy next to you, you can make more money than him. In a job, you work harder than the guy next to you, you don't make more money than him.
Right.
Okay, so it kills the spirit. You know, jobs kill the spirit of people figuring out how to get better, like this double dip. That came because of pure entrepreneurship. Let me figure out how we can get better. How can we do something that's great for our clients? And so that's where they Somebody just said, let's start putting stuff in plastic bottles. Huh. That's a good idea. How do you make a plastic bottle? But that's where it came from. And then so Primerica is a hybrid of all four. And we get it for only $124. It's amazing. So that's why, I still love and am passionate about what we do.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Sounds like a winner to me too, sir. Anything else you guys want to know or talk about or discuss, my Houstonians?
So,
Said, that you would do it again. Why?
Absolutely.
Why would you do it again?
I take vacations when I want to go. I take who I want to go with me. I eat at whatever restaurant.
Financial?
Freedom. Have freedom. I mean, unfortunately, you need money to have freedom in America. Now, you can have freedom, but they have do not love money. I love the options money provides. Like my daughter, the thing she told me, her medical thing, that's a big bill. Well, money, I'm going to write a check for. So, yes, people say, well, money's not that important. Well, last time I checked, if you want good health, you need some wealth.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
can buy better quality food, better medical care. So that's why I'm in. So the biggest thing, man, is I love my freedom. I love when I just walk in the store and whatever I like, I get it. If I don't want it, I don't do it. I love freedom. I go to a place where they come to a resort and I want to stay, I'll stay over. If I don't want to stay, I'll leave. It doesn't give me any grief. I'm not required to do anything. I am required once a year. And the document. Here. So that's what it's given me. Stuff we can do for our family and all that kind of good stuff. That's cool. But just the point of being free. The simple stuff is the stuff I like the most. As soon as my car is empty, I stop and. It's not the big things. It's the simple little things that I like the most. I like buying gas. I just, a lot of gas, fill it up. We pay for all of our children's cars. We pay for the gas. We pay for their tires. We pay for their maintenance. All their jobs to do is to drive them. And they don't drive hoopties.
That's great if we can do it.
Yeah, it is. But we all can do it because this is America.
Sure.
That's the good part. This is America. See, but there's people that have a whole heck of a lot more money than I do in this country. And, they laugh on what we make. What does Ross Perot think about what we make? So, damn, how do you make it? What I make a month, he spent on groundskeepers. But it's all perspective. It's relative. From where I came from, though. From where I come from, we's doing pretty good.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So, man. From your own field. At least then you build equity. See, they don't pick cotton, just pick from your own field. That way we build equity in the process.
I wouldn't pick from my own field.
No problem. Then we need to hire some people who will.
Yeah.
and you apply leverage. Yes, sir. Yeah. Any other good things you guys want to talk about or discuss or questions?
You get popcorn, I get it fast.
It's a popcorn, buddy.
It'll get faster.
That's right. But you guys got a great business. You got a great team to work with. Highway. We have a big event in October you need to be here for. And just plan for it. We got the convention coming up next year in Atlanta. You got to plan to be at those events. I don't know why it doesn't work if people don't do events. They do probably a revival. Now, a revival is no different than a fast start school. And once a year, they do a big convention. It's just you got to keep people the same. Just that the end result of here is that you get to become an RVP, and then eventually start making six figures. And then when you make six figures, you're going to realize 6 figures is not the party. The real party in America starts at $250,000. I mean, this is in or out of America. The party starts at $250,000. Because then you got enough to pay your tax, you got enough you're saving, you got enough left over, you can go out and enjoy it. Right? You got 75, 80 grand a year you can spend on crap. So the real party is at $250,000. It is $250,000. You know, I mean, you and your wife, you do your UPS. Do you work, man? Okay, so together you guys bring over 100 grand, right? Okay, that ain't the party. I tell you, the party's at $250,000. And people looking like, huh?
It ain't a party yet.
I know that. I'm telling you, the party's $250,000.
It's a good get
But it's a great threshold. No, it's a great threshold to hit 100 grand, man. That's a big deal. You should celebrate that accomplishment. But that's not the party in America. In or out of America, I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's $250,000. So let's go find out where. I don't know where you go tell UPS to pay you $250,000. They'll walk you out the gate. But you can go tell yourself here, I'm going to build a business, it's going to pay me $250,000, and Primerica will pay that. And because we have people doing it every day.
So once you get to that income, what percentage would you recommend that you invest towards becoming financially independent?
I mean, I think you should be investing at least 25% of it. 25%, 25 of your taxes, and you're going to live on the other 50. That's what's up. So you got
What car you drive, Charles?
I drive a Lexus, a big body Lexus, 2012. I drive a 2012 big body Lexus.
Got your old cars. You're a car guy.
I drive them. When they break, I get rid of them.
That's me too.
Would you mind hold my hand just a second?
Sure.
Touch it. My hand. Hard or soft? Huh?
Soft.
Soft. See? Now don't do wrenches. That ain't my deal. Don't do wrenches. I don't change tires. I had a lady quit on me once because I wouldn't help her change her tire. She quit.
Quit the business?
Yes. She called me one day. It was on out night. She called me. Say, hey, Charles. Hey, what's up? I got a flat. So, you okay? Or you on the highway? You on the highway? I'll come scoop you up. No. I'm at the corner, such and such. I said, okay. I said, okay, so what's up? You called? What'd you do for? Well, I got a flat. Well, hell, call AAA. She said, I don't have AAA. Well, I said, hell, I got AAA. She said, what you mean? I said, well, I got AAA. I don't change tires. So you said, you're not going to help me change my tires? Oh, no, hell no, I ain't going to do that. I don't change my tires. I just told you I got AAA. It'll be crazy for me to go over and change your tire. The car fall on me, kill me, I lose my leg. Or somebody hit me and kill me, and I got AAA, make $1 million a year. Now I'll pick you up, but I ain't changing your tire. She quit.
Wow.
Okay, I don't change my tire, so I ain't changing yours. Said buy AAA,
$88 a year.
whatever it is. But I don't change tires. Sorry, I don't get on my roof. It's just up there. I say I don't get on my roof. I don't do it either.
When I was young, I did.
No, I don't do that. Guy was fixing our roof the other day. He fell off. I don't do that either. I told you I don't do that. Boom. Hope you okay. It's just some things I don't do. I don't drive 100 miles an hour. It's just some things I won't do. Okay. All right, well, family. Everybody's good? Have answered all your questions that you want to have answered? Yes, Ruben.
What's going on with Alabama?
We're going to Alabama. Chad's moving on the 14th. We've already got 2 people recruited. They're going through a licensing process now to get their temporary license. He is physically moving to Alabama. Because none of the other RVPs, they talk about it, but they ain't did it. So he said, Dad, I want to move to Alabama. He understands distribution. 80% of people we recruit will get a license. In Texas, we're getting 20%. They'll get licensed in 2 weeks. So when we recruit somebody in Alabama, it's just like they start a job. You start a job, and you expect to get a check the first 2 weeks? No. You get a check in what? 2 weeks, maybe 3. So when somebody starts today, in 2 weeks, that license is active. And when we submit a sale, in 2 days, the money's in their account. So now with people just like the cycle of a job. So in 2 weeks and 2 days, they get checks in their account.
That's amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So he's moving. We're moving him out there on the 14th. So we're moving his car and his truck. We already got an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and I will spend half of my month will physically be in Birmingham, Alabama with him.
I just asked if somebody in LA called me and asked me, since I'm closer to Alabama, could they network with me? I said, Charles is going to Alabama, network with me.
Yeah, networking with my son.
I mean, I'm not being...
No, networking with my son.
Money away,
Yeah, no, please don't network to my son, because I don't take any directs anymore. I don't want no directs. No, the grassroots stuff is sitting down with somebody and getting them started, doing a referral list. So I recruit no directs. All my people I recruit go to my son and my daughter. And so they'll deal with all that stuff, but I'll help with the other stuff. So yes, if you have someone, give me their name and number, and I'll have Chad give them a call, and then we'll go out there and get them engaged and get moving out. We're looking for people in Alabama hard. Hard. We're going to build Alabama. So I moved a vehicle out there. Got us some 2-bedroom apartments. Yes, ma'am.
In the company, you hear people talk about 10 by 10 or 20 by 20, but I've noticed your base shop is more on a, maybe not a 1-to-1 basis, but a 1-to-2 or 1-to-3.
Absolutely. We have a better way to process recruits. We get more grape juice from the grapes. So if you do 10 recruits, we expect you to do 20,000, 15 to 20. And then we'll say, 15 by 20 by 3. We add a third number. We focus on the code number. If you don't say the code number, you won't focus on it. So you want to roll codes, focus on it, say the number. So if you say you did 10 by 20 by 0, Who likes to hear zero?
Nobody.
Okay, so you'll start getting that number. So we use 3 numbers, and we're really moving actually to 4.
Security.
Yes, security volume. So like last month, our base shop did 22 recruits, 23,000, 5 pass notices, and we did $1 million in securities. That's what we did last month. Securities and notice. So we're engaged in a big way. It's a great time to be involved in Primerica. I'm really performing at my best ever. After doing it for 37 years, I know what to do, how to do it, who to do it with. I'm sharing it with you from a position of confidence and not arrogance. And I'm playing. I'm engaged. That's a big deal. Most guys at my level are not engaged. They out on the siesta playing golf. I don't like golf.
You don't play golf?
I play golf with my son. That's it. I play golf with my son. If you want to go shoot some golf, I play golf with him. So yeah, but I'm not. Nah, I won't do that. It's a waste of 5 hours.
Yeah.
I got something else to do. Nah.
Every once in a while I play with my son.
Yeah, like I said, I play with my son. That's it. I'm good.
There was one.
Yeah. All right, so everybody's good? Let's go build us a business.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
I know that let's see.
Where's somebody? Did you feel this way?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I know Art said recruit by day,
Sell by night.
sell by night.
Yes.
So when you're on a field training appointment and you close on the product and you transition into closing the recruit, do you focus on just inviting them to the top meeting?
No.
Okay.
I focus on them getting started, and if they don't get started and join, then you bring them to the meeting.
Okay.
If they do join, you still bring them to the meeting.
Okay.
Thank you so much. No matter what step is, the next step is bring them to the meeting.
And how do you usually transition from after you close the product?
And this is on film.
Okay.
I'm 61. What's your question?
How do you train after you close on
Well,
the
it
product?
begins in the beginning. When I first
Okay.
sit down with you guys, Roger, what's your wife's name?
Samantha.
Samantha. Okay, so Roger and Samantha, there's 2 aspects to our business. There's what we do for the consumer, and there's an opportunity to generate income. Which one would you like for me to discuss with you first?
Generating income.
Great, so then I'll talk to you about making money. Then when I finish, I'm going to work with you and help you become a client.
Okay.
If you said the client, I'm going to do that first. Then I'm going to talk to you about becoming a representative.
Okay, I got you.
That's
Okay. So either way I go, whichever one they say, that's the one you're taking first, but you're gonna come back to the second. That's good.
you see. Do you see this house? What room are we in?
The kitchen.
The kitchen. Could you get to? You can just come through the front door, walk around there, come through the hallway,
Okay.
in the kitchen.
Yes. Okay.
Could you get to the kitchen through the garage door?
Yes.
So, Glenn?
Yes.
Could you get to the kitchen through this door?
Yes.
So it doesn't make a difference. There's many ways to get to the kitchen table. So it doesn't matter which way, security, life insurance opportunity, you can get to the kitchen table.
Okay.
Make sense?
Perfect sense.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, cheers.
Man.
Family,
Family, sir. Thank you so much.
thank you, young lady. I'm looking forward to big things for you. I saw your name on the report. I said, Mac, this is a new name. Who's this? So I put it in. We talked to you about your name. We talked about you on the RVP call today. We did. Your name was on the call today. I mentioned Jeff too. I said, Jeff, I think you made either 14 to 1600 this month so far. Something like that. I tell you, I remember it. So. Y'all have no idea. I actually look at these stuff.
Well, Max said you did, so I believe him.
Yeah, I really do.
Max said you did, I believe him.
I'm a bean counter. I'm a number analyst kind of guy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure meeting
And
you.
I anticipate many more pleasures.
Yeah, if you have questions about clients and scenarios, man,
Yes, sir.
please.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're a hug. Yeah. Thank you.